Hello and welcome back to Glitchy Toots. Thank you so much for showing up. I just began the stream and today we're going to be looking at this very short that I was doing. Hello Azuria. This very short that I was to work on for the channel. And that's just currently what I am doing. So I've been trying to look at all these different text animations or how all of these shorts are being done to make them very catchy, especially for VTubers. Their videos are usually very catchy. So that is the main goal. Trying to get something on trying to do something that is going to be retentive really, that can have retention. So that is the plan. Let me just share that now. I think I can move in. Let me just see. Oh, yeah. Super loud overlay. I still need to fix that one. The audio. I hope you're getting the background music there in a bit. Because it's really not detecting here on my side. All I hear is the fun. I'm sure the fun must be so noisy there, just messing things up. But yeah, that is what is going on. There was a text I was trying to follow up. Where is it? Did I put it? I think sound design also is crazy. Is it? Should I really put it in caps? There's another text I want to try out. Maybe I'll just try out here in the next bit. Gosh. Hope I don't get the lag I was getting earlier today in the morning. There's a really crazy lag. Getting to where there's a change in the clip, because I had organized them on Premiere. I should have just moved the timelines. I didn't think of that. Okay, so there, let's try that out. Actually just wanted this. But then I do not want the scale effect. I just wanted the text there. Okay, let's start. What was the first step? First step. Pose. So animate, text, animate, scale, add property, position, property rotation. So position, rotation, scale, and opacity. So property, opacity. Okay, so all have been added. Position 30. Be sure opacity should be 0. Opacity, this was -50, scale as 0, rotation as -100. Opacity, I think 0. Yeah, it should be. Let's put it 0 and see. Okay, we still need to add one more. Add selector. Add selector expression. Gosh, how do I copy and paste? Okay, let me get the expression. Let me get the expression real quick. I'd sent it over to myself, so I have to copy it and then put it on a document. Let's open up that document, in fact. Copy. Where do we get documents? Documents, where are you? So right click, new text document. What will I call this? Text edit expression. Paste that. And I need to save that in a safe place. Now for use next time. So here we have plugins, video editing. Where are my resources? Or editing assets. Just move that expression there. Okay, so let's now look at that. Let me not forget to change that screen. Yeah, there it is. And they said where are we putting it? We already added the expression, yeah. Expression selector. What next? Expression selector based on characters. And the amount is where we put. Really? Oh no. So what wrong did I do? Just opened up amount, copied. And pasted. So what am I missing? Delete that, paste that. Unless this is supposed to be up here. That's not the issue. Okay, they say there's still an issue going on, but what exactly? Project contains an expression error 1:1. Error amount of layer 320 a comp. That is invalid. I can't see it. So they say error at line 1. So this is where the error is. Oh, okay. That was where the error was at the beginning. Okay, the bend is too much. Let me reduce. Instead of negative 100, let's just try negative 50. I feel like it still needs a bit more character. It's not as flexible-ish. Let me just see what else can I do. Change position. Let's see. Oh, I like that. I like that actually. That one is better. It's just taken lower. Oh yeah, that's clean. That's clean. Okay, I like everything. The higher the value, the slower the animation. Which value? Decay. Delay. So right now it's 0.6. So the higher, if I make it was 0.06. So if I make it 0.2, oh gosh. The higher the value, the slower the animation. And about 0.02 then. Oh yeah. That actually worked very well, especially for this piece. Another thing that I want is to at least zoom. No, maybe I just make it bigger. Because I want the same thing, the same text to be on the other side here. And then maybe we can do red so that it is popping. And then just scale you higher. It looks as if you're shouting. Then position that. You see, the problem is that it just looks pop. What? The 50 was on this side, not there. So what am I doing wrong? Maybe even. Oh, that one is maybe even. So it's here. Let's just type maybe even and see how that goes. But for scale, I'll take it back to 100. Okay. Just want. Did it bring? So it brought me a null. Let's just do like a smooth, because I don't want so much going on there. Just do something that is very little, very smooth. Let's do this, and then should I do the sound design while editing? I usually like finish everything, then come back and stuff. Now this I want it to be like um like a bomb. How would that be described? No, it's a gun and they call it an explosion. I want like bomb. Maybe we can do this. Put that there. And then I was thinking adjustment. And then do I have deep glow? Okay, let me just get deep glow. Get deep glow. I think I installed it right. Really? I didn't. I didn't install deep glow. You know what that means, right? Switch cameras change or whatever. We're getting deep glow. I don't understand why I didn't though. I thought I had it. Sapphire. Yeah, I don't have it. Let's try and find it. I'm looking for deep glow. text box, deep glow 2. Extract. Plugin, Windows. Okay. It has the .aex. It comes with the .aex and .dll. Just go to program files and see where these ones can be put. I think it should be plugins .aex. Yeah. Continue. So I think that's okay. And then there's a script. Scripts, you know where the scripts go. Script. So let's just do program files, Adobe, After Effects, support files, RS script. Great. So we're done with that. One moment, let me just close After Effects and then reopen and then we proceed. Yeah, such things happen when it comes to editing. One moment you want to use a specific plugin and then you realize it's actually not even there. So you wonder, what should you do? And when that happens, that is where now you come and just find another alternative. Gosh, the camera I'm using it keeps on sliding away. Yeah, let's open After Effects. Let me confirm first that deep glow is actually there. Yeah, I did it correctly. Nice. Oh no, oops, I almost put it there. Oh, wow, we're going crazy. So let's try 100. Exposure is also insane. 0.2. So our adjustment was not necessary. We just went direct on the text. And then it's possible to do... Can I animate this? Then I say I start from 0. No, I think what we can animate is actually the radius. Maybe increase exposure a bit. 0.2 is quite low, so we do 0.5. And then for radius, maybe what we can do is animate it from 0. Then for this one here, we just reduce that. maybe -7. I want some stars or like a burst overlay. You don't know you can make stars, right? Let's just make the stars. Uh-huh. Was it a rectangle? There's one method I saw and it looked very interesting. Let's try that. But I feel I want to go plain white. And then we'll see what to do about it after that. What that thing did, they say they did this and they did packer and blot. There. Looks cute, right? Then rotation. And set it at 45. So then we get a nice orange, no, a nice yellow tint. Yeah, that's okay. We can reduce that scale. I want it to look like little stars that appear like bam, 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 bam. So maybe rotate. This is literally like a sneak peek. But this is supposed to be a video that is being uploaded in the channel, and anyway, let's just learn how to edit. Maybe that one. And scale. Of course, it starts from 0. I want a scale. What is bounce back? Let me try that one. So what exactly does it do? Oh. You see, it the moment I moved it, it doesn't. Maximum bounces. Elasticity. Okay, I increase the elasticity. What does that do? Ooh. Like millions of bounces. Let's remove that. Let's just do overshoot. Let's see that. Bing. Is there a sound effect that sounds like magic? Like something like that. Maybe it will be under a name. Okay, that won't work there. Even a cartoony point won't work. No. Okay, I want that somewhere. I like it. Let's put it. I want to see how that will sound. Let's just do 1L and remove that. It looks so odd. Yeah, it doesn't suit. Anyway, I'm looking for like a magical thing. No. Dream bubble? Oh my gosh. Everyday. No. I saw ear ringing. Nah. So no bang. Xylophone maybe? No, that is the sound of blinking. No, I actually don't have something. What about sweat? No. Surprise pop? Ooh, that's not it. I don't think I have something magic. What about electric? Wait. No. There must be something. Clock ticking. Cow, cricket, cricket, quack, dun dun. Mario? No, that sounds like a fail. The rubber doll, no. Suspense. No. None of that works. I want something more cute. Cinematic. No, that doesn't look cinematic at all. Okay, wait. What will it be called? Buzz, beep. Beep. I like that one. Let's see. Where is this one down here? And then this supposed to go all the way up here. Now that way, at least the things look aligned. Yeah, that one works. -10. Okay. And then another thing I want is like a kacha. That's a camera shutter. Loop. Oh, very close to that. No. 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 Nope. Gosh. Yeah, this one. That's the one I want. Exactly what I needed. But this is quite loud. It's louder than so -20 maybe. So the thing I kept on reducing, saying, or maybe, it was not that. The one that was the issue with this one. This one here, it went so low we can barely hear it. Then this, I think I'll push it here, and then at least let those stars come from somewhere. Now this has completely disappeared the moment I did -15. So let's just take it back to -10. Another thing that I want is, let's go to rotation and do Alt time *5. I want you to rotate. The same for this rotation. Alt time * for this one I'll put 3. Okay, so you're not going to rotate for me. It's not working. The rotation is not working. Anyway, let's see. I want to do like pop, 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 pop for each. Like little bloops. Bleep. Let's try that one. Bleep. Let's see. No, it sounds weird. It's actually confusing because you have like pop, 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 so many things going on. But it's so silent.
Whoa, wait, what is this?
What?
What is this? Why is it so pretty? Azarine! So pretty. Very pretty.
Oh my god, just a moment. I don't know what happened. I think
0.
I think it suddenly switched to yeah, sorry about that. I guess I forgot that I was actually listening to someone's video. I don't know how it happened. Anyway, things are good now. I see here we need to do something about how this goes in, because there's like a hash something happening here, and we cannot fade audio unless you do it with keyframes here in After Effects. You see there's like a maybe the problem is this other one. I'll draw. It doesn't help. Like, I wish there was no hard that. I don't like that. I don't know how to remove that. Something that makes you curious. I've always wanted to use a riser, but I don't want a crazy one. Let's try that. Of course, the level is going to go super low. We do 15 perhaps. Then we just rise up to here and just remove that. I want this sound, the camera. Maybe the camera will actually help here. Yeah, I think now we can start the next bit. Okay, so there's this and there's that. Let's make sure everything ends at the right spot. I think what I can do is null and just we just do a very slight, do 120 and easy ease that. Literally. I want to go yellow. Yellow. Doing this yesterday. Let's also increase that speed. Maybe you doesn't actually give me the they said the higher the number the faster it is, or the lower the number. Oh, the lower the number, so I make it 1. I think there's some things I can just merge the words. Let me just take that as 0.3. Okay, 0.2 because 0.3 can see it is incomplete. Scrolling through Pinterest. Amazing typography. And do the the more motion graphics for that. Decided to bring a white shape le. Not white, so I mean yellow. Let's make that white. Maybe with a bit of gray. So let's see what we need to do. So now I want to put down like to make a scrolling type of UI, something like that. Let's get ourselves. Why did she clip? Girl is clipping out. Yeah, trying to make sure my heart is still in there because I don't really want her to just get out and then find out you do not have a heart. So yeah, that is what is going on. Anyway, let's go on and find that Pinterest logo, PNG, and then we figure out how to do the whole thing. I can't see. I guess we just have to do with the clipping. It's the position of the camera. Pinterest PNG logo. Save. Da, 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 Pinterest. Let's see how Pinterest looks like. I want Pinterest and more on mobile. Pinterest. Figma. So I can do this on Figma. I saw someone talking about a plugin that actually links Figma and After Effects. Damn. Okay, make it a mobile. Let me find that link. My 5 top plugins. Is it this guy? A-U A-E. Wait. A-E-U-X. A-E-U-X. What is it? A plugin? He called it a plugin. Where do I get that? What was it? A-E. A-E. There's nothing in letter A here. Control F. A-E-U-X. It's not there. sketch. Huh? AE options. What is this? AEUX. Drag the AEUX. Where is it? Download this from this. Drag this. So where is it? So it is a ZXP installer. I have it. Come on. Am I not supposed to be like putting After Effects? No application no application compatible with AUX was found on your computer. Do you still want to try? Come on. I want it on unless it's installing a sketch thing. I want the AE option. Primary role of After Effects panel is to control how layers get built. Once this preference is set, it's not required to keep the AE panel open. Creates a new AE comp for each transfer. You'll find it under window extension. So let's close that for now. I'm closing After Effects and then trying to reopen to see if it actually works. The number of times this project has been opened and closed. So window extension AEUX. Okay, good, great, it works. So next thing is Figma. You guys know how to use Figma. Okay, so how do I link it? Export reference. It's not reference though. Copy your current preview as design layers that you can edit with Figma design. Can't copy 3 Figma designs per one project. I can't download. I can't download it? You. So what happens when you are using Figma? You can't really download what you make. Well, that's unfortunate. That's rather unfortunate. So yeah, I guess we're doing it from scratch. We go. We go. I don't know why I'm not really liking this layout. I got it recently. Like I feel like things are too far away. And I say Pinterest layout. And then I just and go in there. Maybe a very slight dark gray outline can do of one, just to show that it's there. And then I want a bit of softness in the roundness. Okay, can do that. Now that looks quite large, but we'll just adjust it. Right now we're just looking at slight things. Now you need to also make that rectangle path. Fix that one. I want my rulers. Where are the rulers? Control, is it Control R? Yeah. Snap. Snap. Control D. Take that there. Maybe maybe reduce the size. We reduce the size. But apparently they're not always the same size. Come on, what happened? Okay, maybe I just increase this. And this can actually be very good placeholders. Just reduce this way till we are within. And I feel like it's a bit too fat because there's usually another other bars down here. We just open Pinterest on the phone. for you. Here we're not gonna do that. We're going to go black, no bold, just regular. Reduce that. Of course I need some spacing with let's do 0. Reduce that a bit. I think something like this is good enough. Okay, so I'll need to change this because when I made it I was referencing the light scheme, but what I'm looking at is not light skin, it's the darker one, so I'll have to change that. And then V, let's get you a line. Now for a line, should we really do a line or a rectangle? I'm okay with a rectangle actually. Very thin one. And then I do no stroke and a white fill. White fill. So rectangle path, I can unlink that. Maybe I can make it 1.5. And then if there's any issue, bring that down. And then just go to position and fix that. Of course it still needs to be reduced in size a bit, so of course you go back to content. Maybe do you think we should go with let me put 78. Yeah, something like that. It's actually gone completely. Even this top bar is not visible. When is that top bar seen? Oh, when you click the search is when the top bar is seen. Otherwise it is not there. Remove that then. But then when you open it, let me see. When you open it, does it show? No, it does not. So we actually just have this and this. Put it up there then. That. Then typography, what else can we put? Poster art. Text design. I think we can do with that. They said these days you can distribute layers horizontally. There. Oh yeah, it has to go all the way. Maybe I'm supposed to be a bit bigger. 30, maybe 40. 40? I don't think the font is that massive. 30. And of course, you know, this will also increase. Content. Just increase that. And then just move you down a bit. I need you together. I'll just do that. And then what else? Of course, that means these ones here move up. In fact, what I need to do is null. Add a null. Then link all of these shape layers to the null. So that when I do position and move it up, everything is moving with me. So I think something like that. And then let's look at down here. We still need to add another rectangle. And it's going to be gray. I think something like that. So give me a moment. Once again, I need to get some logos, not logos, some icons. So let's switch this thing up once again. We switch that and then we look for these icons. And it's Pinterest icons. Lol. Anyway, the place I usually get a Flaticon. Let's just go to Flaticon and get message. No, it looks like an envelope. Maybe envelope. Let's try envelope. Envelope. It looks like this open envelope. I'll download that and then I think I'll just add a fill. And then next is search. Let interface. So the next thing now I need to put is search. This search thing with a shorter support. After that, plus. And then message. Like inbox chat. This is the perfect one. I just need to flip it. Okay, let me add them to After Effects now, and then I can bring you back in. And I say logos. No, not logos, icons. One moment, let me just import that. Okay. Let me bring you back. Bringing you back. Wait. So we start with the email, the message. Here we do a fill. Of course, it's going to look different. For this one, I couldn't find one that is actually like exact. So what I'll do here is this. And the icons to fit in here. Does it? Oh, sorry, I didn't want to move that one. I wanted to move this. We're very close. Okay, something like that. And then next is the search. Maybe scale will be the same. So 14.7. And then add a fill. Then it's the plus. Let's just copy that fill. The plus icon. Paste that. The plus icon, and then the message chat bubble, that one. First thing I'll do is, of course, 14.7, but then remove this because I want to flip it, so negative there. This one here also scale 14.7. Don't forget to put the chat bubble color. chat bubble color in there. And then finally I need my thumbnail. So now we need to put the thumbnail there. Thumbnail. Where do we put the thumbnail? Okay, I was trying to figure out where my pictures are saved. Where are my pictures saved again? Oh, I don't have them with me today. No, bro. Damn. I don't have it with me today. Okay, let me see. I think I saved them somewhere else. Yeah, I found it. Save image as a DP. So importing that. Okay, let's bring you guys back. DP. Great. Then we now scale. Will this also go to 14.7? No, I feel like this will be smaller. Okay. It needs to be smaller than that. What about, let's try 5. 5 is too little. 6. Okay, 5.5. Okay. So now we select everything. Let this be at the farthest end. Yeah. So select everything and align. Oh. Select everything and align. Okay. So we have something like that. Remember, we're not yet done. We still have 3 dots. There are usually 3 dots down here. What is this? Add a line repeater. Okay. So I can do like a super small circle. Make it white. Center. Repeater. So it doesn't give me the option to choose the number of. Add a linear repeater effect to the selected. Okay, I added a repeater effect. But how many? Eh? I just want 3 copies. I just want 3 copies. Alt. Okay, 3 copies. Alt, bro. Alt at offset. Let's just start with 0. Then I need them closer to each other. Oh, so it's not like bringing them closer, far away. It's just giving the number. And I wanted them to move closer. But now they're too far apart. Like I like to squeeze them in. It's nothing, it's just okay. What if I add the repeater myself? Is there any difference? There's no difference. Oh, okay. Its position. Something like that. And then maybe scale with the main thing. Maybe put it at 8. Just reduce that a bit, content. Reduce that a bit. Why is it not locking? Then I want this down here. And usually aligned with that edge. Something like that. It's for each and every one. And it needs to look as if it's at the center. Let me call these 3 dots so it doesn't get confusing. There. I also want to reduce this. Let me. So. Oh, my phone, bro. My phone is almost out of charge. That's what I'm using for the camera. Trying to support it without dropping it in a way that does not. I was trying to find the content. Rectangle path. No, I don't know why it's not snapping, because I have snap enabled. Yeah, there. And then the 3 dots. And for here, 8. Get myself those 3 dots. Move up a bit, yeah. Instead of changing the size, I can actually just move it down. Why was I bothering myself? So for this one, so position, I move that. Then I also get those 3 dots. I need this one. So 3 dots is going to go on top of shape 9. It's 9, right? Yeah. So position, and let's bring you. Oh, okay. No, it's not that side. It's on this edge. And also, we barely have an edge on this side. I think I'll do this and then do the size. No, come on. Okay, I'll do the manual size then. Just unlink it. Yeah, that's something you can actually do. So we have this. Open up scale. Already done scale here. And we do 105. We go in. Wait, okay. 105. And this also, remove that. 105. No, I forgot to change that. So 105. And also finally this, make sure this is changed. Scale 105. These 3 all the way there. Scale 105. Yeah, I think something like that will now work. Next thing is the dots. Just align the dots. So position, I drag it down. Okay, something like that. Let's save it. So we have something that is very close now to the dark version. This going on, and then there's everything. So now the other thing is the logo, the Pinterest logo. Let's see how it animates in again. So it begins a black. Actually begins with a black thing. Let's check it again. It's a black thing. Does it zoom? No, it just goes up and then fades. But for me, I want a bounce. So I'll bring it in. I'll bring it in because I want that to bounce. Scale. That. And then we go up. So null. We need a null. Look at this null of theirs is so dramatic. New null object. And we say the thing is going up. It goes up while it fades. Then this one pops in. So it is going up while it is fading. The fade comes from the bottom going up. So it's not like a full solid fade. Do we have like a dissolve fade here? Dissolve. Or let me do fade. This is for text. I don't want text. I don't want like a solid thing. I want it to start here and then like a gradient. What do I do? Oh, do I make it like a mask? Another thing I can do is I do like a transition that carries it from here, where I do a wipe. Can do a wipe. This is the linear wipe. I can do a linear wipe. But the transition is the opposite direction. 180. No, I want it to start from the bottom. That. But now we said we want this thing to be fading. Gosh, I know it's something so obvious, but I don't understand. I don't remember it. Let's check the transitions. Gradient wipe. Okay. Control D. This is going to have our gradient. So let's add a gradient here. Gradient ramp. Let's try that. And then here we come and see source of gradient. Oh, are you serious? Okay, so we don't really need that. Source mask. Okay. Okay, so I think I can do that from here to here. And then I'm sure there is an easier way to do this. So what exactly did I draw over this? Another shape. I think I drew another shape. Yeah, I did. Because I actually want it to reduce from the bottom to the top. How do we do it? Gosh, it's such a basic thing. Slide. I want a gradient. So this is the darkest point. This is where the reveal is going to begin. But it starts as a solid. Let me add a solid. Maybe with this solid we can actually mask. That. And then do a mask path. Something like that. And then just, increase that. Maybe just push these too far, that we don't get those weird edges. Maybe drag this up. Need this far. We don't want anything being affected. And then the final thing to be like that. We need more. I doubt this is how it's done. Yes, this is what I can think of right now. Okay, so we have something. Let's do something like this. And then do not forget that Pinterest is loading up. It's moving upwards and disappearing with us. Let it go completely, but then remember to include opacity so that it actually disappears. And for that we just do it just fell off. Move that. For this one here, I actually just want something very minimal. It's too fast. What about this? It's too fast. Like, where are you running to? Apply. It's like you zoom, you come in and then now you go out. But you've already come in and then you see it looks off. That's why I thought of dragging it all the way. See, like you're popping. Yeah, what about just doing F9? And just changing. The problem with this is because my screen is being blocked. I can't see. Okay. I was wondering, I'm trying to play the thing, but I cannot hear. I'm struggling why I cannot hear it. I was actually just not. See, I don't like the way it was going up. Okay, and also that means I also want that mask path. I also want the mask path to be a bit different. I can't see. Okay, so I think something like that. And then these ones here, let's link these ones that haven't been linked yet. Position. Bring you down. And then the other thing to do, opacity. They also begin from somewhere. They went all of them from 0. Now what's the order? So these two are the highest. So actually I want to organize this according to, let me remove the camera a bit since it's blocking. But I want to organize this according to how they are layered. Okay, so these are the top. We're okay. Maybe I'll call like what? We can't double click to rename anymore. I want to call this right. No. First row R. Third row L. Third row R. Second row R. Second row L. First row L. So the first rows, put them together. The second rows, put them together. So what's going to happen? First row, start here. 1, 2. No, first row will go together. And then 1, 2. 1, 2. So why are they not moving? Where is the null? So the null does a Y position. So the good thing is that once we are here, we can actually just, how do I crop that? and just make it like this is within. Let's put a shape. Let's do a shape then, and then scale you down and the vertical. Position, scale, maybe 967. Okay, something like that. So we have that, and then put it here. How do I now make this a mat? Like in a way that cuts out everything. I want to use this as a cutter for all of these shapes here. Silhouette stencil? Nope. Stencil Luma? Nope. Sorry, which is the cutter? This. Stencil Alpha. I mean, yeah, it's cutting everything up. Even the background. Didn't really want it to do the background. So maybe if I take this and then I link, okay. And then I link them here. Track mat. Yeah, that's good. So see this and the dots. Let's control D that. This will be fourth row R. P. So this will be on third row R instead. Somewhere there. And just going smooth. Hello, welcome. Welcome. I'm trying to do the Pinterest motion graphic for my edit. Okay, there's quite a delay. I want the slide to have already begun, and you know that means pop, we need to fix the graph. So I want it this way, then luxury of just dragging it up. Let me reduce this full to custom. Okay, or not custom, auto. Okay, and then I need to find that folder of mine that has, okay, sorry, I forgot I had put the camera down. So we're back with the glitching hat. See that? Anyway, I want, gosh, I cannot see the screen. I want to get a folder of this inspiration that I usually have when I edit. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where exactly I put it, because I remember I put it under somewhere where I said inspo. Oh, lemon tree here. Can I really use somebody's? Yeah, I guess you can. Maybe just make a folder and posters. There's some very beautiful posters, by the way. Okay, so I have the files now. Let's continue. So when I say looking at this insane typography, so what happens when you click? Let us see. When I have something and then I click, so it just slides. It just slides. The screen just slides. Okay. So we stop here and then open the next screen. So it just does it slides, it pushes this away. That means let me just duplicate this one now and delete this one. So I bring all these together, Control Shift C, pre-compose it. It also pushes the, Yeah, it pushes everything. And call it screen 1. And then I bring in the shape layer. Let's see. I think something like that. And then we just bring the null. I'll link the two. Position. And then you bring it all the way. Okay. So now I need to do like a kacha, like a click. So what I need here is I just have to find somewhere else to put this camera because I cannot see. Hope that doesn't block anything. Or does it? Does it? Because I don't think it's no longer even detecting my audio. Yeah, because it cannot see my mouth. Yeah. So what do we do? Switch it back again. And I need to get the mouse cursor. But why a cursor? Because I won't be able to. This is a phone, so the cursor won't work. Let's design this page first. That next scene. Let me just chop it from here. That. And then so we're going to have one of the posters. Let's take this one here. Okay, one thing that I have missed out is since it's a phone, of course we should have the time. That is one thing that I've missed out on. So now I take this rounded rectangle. And rounded rectangle that. Okay, the problem with the mask is that I don't know how to increase that. So what I end up doing is actually drawing the rounded rectangle one and then increasing that to 40. I feel like it's a bit more for this one as it became a bigger. So maybe we can do 50. And then perhaps just do this at a scale of 130 and bring this down here. There's always something that will be blocked, whatever you do. Just link this to here and say it's wrong. Yeah, that way. The next is need a heart. Do you think I should really put typography? I don't think it's fair. I don't think I should actually put somebody's typography. What I can do instead is put this and then maybe put in a text and say super cool poster, and then let it be in black. What do you think? And to put a gradient ramp here, but put a radial one. Let this center be here. Yeah, let that center be there, and then we swap color. Then this one, let it have more of a gray, more gray. Okay, then maybe the white should be in the background. That way. Or swap. Yeah, this is okay. I think this is actually good enough. What else can we do? Yeah, I was saying I need a heart, message, the share, the 3 dots, and then a save button. Then the icon for the AI Pinterest thingy, and then the arrow here. Then the title of the one who posted it, and a title of what it is. Okay, so now let's get those resources. What's the time? Oops, it's late. It's actually about time I end the stream. I guess we can just proceed this other bit some other time, or maybe I can proceed later, and then you guys to just come and see a progression of it. We just switch the camera, and now just do the just chatting. So yeah, thank you so much for being here and for watching. I really appreciate you actually being here and watching and supporting. This is it's really appreciated. It really is. Yeah, I was just checking on some stuff. That being said, I will see you guys in the next video.